This is Haris Kruskic, BR Live's combat sports reporter, and today we're here with Shawn Spears of All Elite Wrestling. Shawn, how are you?
Very good, man. How are you?
I'm wonderful. So since Double or Nothing, you've been on a tear at AEW. You've won 7 in a row, an undefeated streak. What's been the change for you since Double or Nothing?
Are you sure it's been 7 in a row?
That's, at least to my calculations, it's been 7. I could be totally wrong about that.
Well, we're in double digits right now, and spoiler alert, there's a few more to come. Obviously, Double or Nothing was a very low point for myself. I hadn't had Tully around for about a couple months due to the pandemic. Obviously, he was grounded where he was, and I kind of lost focus, so to speak. He'll be the first one to tell you that. So that's why you saw that very firm, stern, fatherly-like, essentially promo that he cut on me, basically kind of waking me up, so to speak. We got refocused, realigned, and now the vision and the goal is more apparent than ever.
And something that he bestowed on you was the black glove, which we've seen at every match. What's the black glove meant to you?
Well, first off, it means, are you familiar with it yourself? Do you know the history of the glove?
I am familiar, but you feel free to tell everyone else just so they're aware.
So many people don't know the history of the black glove going back 50, 60 years. A lot of very prominent Hall of Fame legends have worn that glove. So for it to be gifted to me by a horseman, nonetheless, that in itself is kind of very prestigious. It's an honor, and it's difficult. It's a challenge to bring something that goes back 50, 60 years to prominence, to bring it now into the current world of professional wrestling, where the business moves very fast. People want more. They want more car crashes. They want athletes to take their bodies to greater lengths for the sake of their entertainment. Well, we see things a little different. By we, I mean myself and Tully. We believe that what's old is new again. We believe that the old way of doing things still works today if done properly. And that is one thing I do very well in professional wrestling, is everything properly. So with the introduction of the black glove, it has made me stand out among a sea of wrestlers where there are countless talents. We have a lot of incredible talent in AEW. I don't need to tell you that. But if you haven't heard of Shawn Spears, or if you live under a rock and you haven't heard of Tully Blanchard, you might have heard something about a black glove. So far, it's serving its purpose.
It seems that you and Tully Blanchard have some sort of plan in the works. We've seen you both scouting various matches over the past couple months. Can you tell us anything about that?
No, I can't tell you anything about that. You know that. Come on now. You're not the first person that's asked that question. That's why I'm not upset at you for asking it right now. Of course, we have a plan. Tully is a mastermind. He is able to, with the experience that he has, which is crazy because he only had a 13-year in-ring career. So his mind is his greatest asset, hence why I required his services. He is able to see much further into the future than I am. He's able to plan much further in the future than I am. So there is a plan. Obviously, the guys we've been watching closely. Those guys that I have known, and I know who you're talking about, FTR, I've known those guys for years. We all believe in the same principles. We believe in what's old is new. We believe in the old school way of working. We believe in telling stories, and we believe in selling. So that kind of, in a roundabout way, links us. But at that moment, at this point in time, that's all I'm really going to tell you.
All right, fair enough. September 5th is All Out, a little over 2 weeks away. Are there any plans for you? Do you have, a particular match that you're eyeing? Or
man, you are looking for all the spoilers, all the good stuff, all the behind the scene. My man, again, that is some things that I just can't tell you. You and everybody else is going to have to wait until September 5th, All Out, to watch everything unfold. Now, what I will say is this is shaping up to be one of the best cards that we've ever pieced together, and by we, I mean AEW. And we've got some big shoes to fill considering what took place last year at All Out. Again, another incredible show, which has been airing. I think the first part of it aired last night on YouTube on the AEW main page, and I think the second part is going to be airing soon as well. So in terms of my involvement, in terms of Tully's involvement, just make sure you tune in, my man. Come on now. You know I got to pump the show, but I can't tell you what's going to happen.
I'm going to pump the show right quick, too. September 5th, you can watch on BR Live. If you haven't been ordered yet, please do so. You mentioned All Out last year. You faced Cody Rhodes. Obviously, it didn't go the way you wanted it to. But how did you feel after leaving that match? What was it like making that match happen and kind of solidifying yourself in AEW?
It depends. Did I solidify myself? To a degree, I feel I didn't. I feel coming in to All Out, facing Cody in that atmosphere on that night, big stage, big stakes, didn't get the outcome that we were looking for, obviously. And since then, my tenure here has been a little shaky. It's been hard to find my footing until very recently. I could say that very confidently that I was pretty much walking on shaky ground for about a little over a year. And only since recently, you talked about the winning streak earlier, yeah, things are starting to finally come together. Those missing pieces are now, you know, those gaps are tied off. We Tully and I have finally gotten ourselves to a point where we feel we are a legitimate contender to any championship that AEW has to offer. I said it before. I said it last week on another interview. I can say with conviction, word for word, that I am pound for pound the best talent they have on this roster. I can do it all. And you'll see a lot of people that'll make comments in this video when they're watching it on YouTube. They're going to say, oh, well, he's boring. He's got no personality. Well, go back and watch when I was sitting in the crowd with MJF and gambling on matches. Go back and watch the Shawn Spears Network. Tell me I can't do it all. I can be funny. I can be giddy. I can do everything. And I can also put on a black glove and I can take people's heads off. I am pound for pound the most well-rounded performer AEW has. So this All Out, we've come a long way. Things are a little bit different. Things could happen.
Okay. You mentioned the gambling with MJF. I believe when I interviewed him a couple weeks ago, he said that you owe him money. How true is that?
That's a cry. If I could swear on the show, I would. I think you already know the answer to that based on how you asked me that question. Okay. MJ is a fantastic talent. He is very well spoken. He is a superstar. That kid is going to be the future of professional wrestling. I can say that in all confidence. But he doesn't always tell the truth, and he definitely doesn't tell the truth in this case when it's talking about me owing him money. That guy owes me money. He is a terrible gambler, by the way. Terrible. Great dresser, terrible gambler.
Shawn, I appreciate you joining us. Again, order All Out Saturday, September 5th. This Saturday, AEW Dynamite at a special time, Saturday at 6 p.m., correct?
That's right.
That's right, Saturday at 6 p.m. Tune into that as well. Shawn, thank you so much again for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Pleasure's all yours. Take care, man.